Seahawks logo with this. It's hard for me to draw perfectly.
Okay, hold on. I am looking up this logo right now because I don't know what it looks like.
Yep, for those of us who know and live in the Washington area, you should know what the Seahawks logo looks like. I mean, it
Ugh.
looks simple, but at the same time, it's just like, ugh.
Okay, let's see. Seahawks. I think I
Hi,
spelled it.
Hudson. I see
Hi,
you.
we
Welcome back, BVB Army. Welcome back to our channel, BVB Army Hearts to Hearts. I am Ruth.
I'm Nicole.
Hello, guys. We are having some technical issues at the moment. Well, Nicole is, I should say.
It's always me. I'm the unlucky one. Technology hates me. Hello,
We
hi.
love technology. You hate technology and stuff, but welcome back to our channel.
Oh,
Truth be told, guys, we thought 2026 would be roughly like a good start. At least for, oh my God, I love your Tumblr.
oh, it's Salamander. Thank you.
Um, so it's 2026. I will admit, I think Nicole's in the same boat as me. Again, we're just having to deal things back to back. It's never ending and it's stressful, guys. That's all we have to say. Like I'm in sloth mode because of it. I'm just like, nope, sloth mode.
Yeah, 2026. We're only 2 months in, and it's been a
Yes. Yes, a
just
bit.
Blackville Brides was the only good part about it.
Amen. Ditto. But we're here for you guys. We miss you guys. And honestly, I just feel horrible for taking so many hiatus last year. I'm like, no, we're gonna do this. So
It's okay. Mental health is very important. I think it was very beneficial for us to take that break last year. I think it was needed.
it was. So anyway, side note before we get into today's episode, I know we're filming this the day before the Super Bowl. Hello, guys, and stuff. And insert the winner. I'm hoping it's for obviously the Seahawks from Seattle's and stuff. I'm in the Washington area. I live near the Seattle area, well, ish and stuff. But I was just telling Nicole the last time I ever like really tuned in into a Super Bowl game was when we recorded it when it was LA Rams versus the Cincinnati Bengals and stuff. And that was literally like the only time I truly did watch the Super Bowl just to see if Cincinnati wins. We know how that ended. So
It was so funny because I remember I didn't have like television, so I couldn't watch the Super Bowl. So when we were on it, we're just yapping and I'm trying to watch it like from behind you. The only time I've ever watched the Super
no.
Bowl.
I will admit though, I know again, like I know I most likely during the Super Bowl day, I was tuning in just because, yes, I'm in the Washington area. I've been to Seattle a couple times, so I'm representing the Seahawks. It's been some time. They're going against the Patriots and stuff. And I just want to say, days and weeks leading up, obviously, where I'm living at, so many Seahawks merch and stuff, like go Seahawks, because we're all representing. And like, my classes have been crazy about it. I've been saying like who's gonna win? Seahawks. Like 90% of them are saying Seahawks just because And I have been drawing jerseys, football players, football helmets, and my nightmare, my kryptonite. One of them is the Seahawks logo. Okay, I know at first glance it may look simple. I hate drawing it though.
I can't lie. It looked pretty simple. That's why I was like, yeah, but I'm sure
Please,
drawing it's
would you
different.
like to draw it? Maybe you fat like please draw it because like I can get the general shape, but the shapes inside to make them perfectly even and symmetrical.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I will make an attempt later. Out of curiosity though, have the Seahawks ever been to the Super Bowl
They
before? And if
have, and
so,
so
have
I don't
have
remember
they won?
when, but I remember one time they've been there and they played against the Patriots, so and the Patriots won. So
Oh. Wait, so have the Seahawks ever won a Super Bowl by chance?
hey Siri, they have in 2014.
Okay, so it hasn't been like too long,
No,
but
I
it's
just
it's
feel
been some time.
I don't know. I don't follow football, guys. I don't. I mentioned this several times. I'm more into basketball. Obviously, Nicole's into wrestling and stuff. So if we were in a different type, then I would give you more. I'm like a deer in the headlights when it comes to football. Like all I know is like, oh yeah, they're tackling. There's a football, quarterback, and so forth. I don't know football, guys. Like I am. with football. So
I'm right there with you. That's why if anyone brings up football, I'll just always ask the same questions. Oh, they ever won a Super Bowl? When's the last time they won? Blah, blah, blah.
I know. I'm just like, I don't know, guys. I mean, I'm here tuning in to represent Seahawks. Again, I'm hoping they won. I hope I didn't jinx it right now, but we will see. All right, moving on, guys. We are here with, I guess you could say, another short episode and stuff. So, but I am excited. I'm just gonna say it right now. We do have, I guess you could say, a guest coming on next week and stuff. So we're super excited for that guest to come on and stuff and just get to know them. So, but anyway, this episode, we're kind of going back to the documentary series. Hello, guys. Anyway, we are going to talk about episode 3, and I believe it was called Bargaining. And honestly, I mean, it's a kind of a short episode. I mean, I feel like there were like maybe three or two main parts of this episode, I want to say, but I could be wrong. Maybe two or three. I want to say two or three.
Yeah. Well, because I think this episode, in most part, really is about what goes on behind the scenes when they're getting ready before a show. But before we get into that, I think the most important thing to discuss with this
No, no, I have a
episode,
hunch. I have
and
a
I know
hunch.
you already
I
know
have a
because they
hunch.
kick
I
it
have a
off.
hunch.
They kick it right off with the whole like hamburger being a sandwich and everything. Like there's no difference.
Okay, so what are your opinions? Is a burger a sandwich?
Okay. I'm gonna have to pull up some messages between me and Chris here real quick
Oh my
because
God, you did not talk to
no.
Papa.
It's I'll have you guys know right now, okay? Let me just get to it here. So Hudson and I have always had this conversation before,
I've
and I
never
always
had this
disagreed.
conversation. It's like I've had this conversation. Is lasagna just cake, but dinner style and savory?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I always looked at hot dogs being its own thing, sandwiches being their own thing, and a burger being its own thing. I figured it's all called that stuff for a reason, right? So I'm sitting here watching the episode, I'm cracking up because I'm like, y'all, a burger's a burger, a hot dog's a hot dog, sandwiches are sandwiches, like there's no difference. And then it just makes me laugh because Hudson kept trying to convert me, right? That it's all the same thing. Well, then Chris sends me this message.
Oh God.
And he says, food for thought. Subway puts nearly all of their sandwich meat and toppings on buns. So does Jersey Mike's, Penn Station, etc. In fact, the term sub is short for submarine sandwich, the more you know. In other words, a burger is a sandwich too. It's not called a burger because of the bun. It's called a burger because the meat is called hamburger. Hamburgers are served on toasted bread all the time in restaurants. And I literally just told Chris, when you put it that way, because that's the one thing that Hudson or nobody else ever said to me. They never said, well, remember, a burger is only a burger because of the meat. I didn't think of it that way. I thought a burger was called a burger because of the way it looked. It's
So
because of the meat. So I agree with all of them that yes, a burger is the same as a sandwich, and a hot dog might as well be the
but
same
it's just
thing.
like I don't know who said it in the van with because it's Chris, Amy, Lilith, and Andy, and someone else who was holding the camera. I can't remember the name, but like someone said, like, so if you put a burger with two pieces of bread, is it still called a burger then? Because it's two pieces of like normal toast bread, instead of
Yeah.
bun.
Yeah. Like, and that's the thing. I feel like, because, okay, hold up. The reason, oh my God, this is insane because the reason it is truly still a sandwich is because you can take what you just said. You can take a burger, put two buns. You're going to call it a burger. You can take two pieces of regular bread and slap it on the burger, and you're still going to call it a burger, but you are only calling it a burger because of the meat. I've had a burger with two sandwich slice breads that should be made for a sandwich, right? But I ate it for a burger. Therefore, I guess technically it's still a sandwich.
But then let's go into hot dog. Is hot dog a sandwich?
See, the hot dog confuses me because we're not putting two things on top and squishing it. It's kind of
But
on
it's
the
like a
side.
Subway and like Jersey Mike's. They don't even cut the whole bread. They kind of slice it open and then put
Yeah.
the things. So it's like,
Oh my
okay, we're
God.
gonna.
So no, it's technically it is a sandwich. Subway, you better start serving hot dogs right now. 'Cause that's a sandwich.
I'm just like, is this really the conversations they really have?
Li-
And then when Andy just
That
brought
took
like,
up like
and
the
then like
majority
Andy's
of the
like,
beginning.
a calzone? Is that a sandwich?
Oh yeah, because then what was it? It was Juliet or the camera
No,
guy
wait,
that
wait, wait.
said,
I have a question then. If we're going in this wormhole, what are tacos then? Because tortillas. are still kind of it's a different type of bread, but it's still starch. And so tacos, there's burritos. Please explain that one to me.
Would a taco be a hot dog?
Thank you.
A taco would be a hot dog then at that point.
Then what was
So
the
what if a
burrito?
taco and a hot dog are in its own subcategory? Tacos are hot dogs and hot dogs are tacos. Burgers are sandwiches and sandwiches are burgers. A calzone is a burrito. We did it! We cracked the code. They're all in their own subcategories.
I was laughing so hard when they were just discussing that. I'm like, yep, this seems like the beer sack family. And I know, I love that part not only because of that burger or sandwich conversation, because like I know we mentioned this like a couple, well, a while ago actually. Amy, dear sweet Amy, sweet, so sweetheart. I love her to death. I really just want to sit down with her and just talk to her and stuff. Like I know, obviously we want her on the show, but who knows, maybe we'll get her. But it's very not often that we get to hear really Amy, Andy's mom, like kind of speak and stuff, or like say things that are on her mind, or have like I know she did one interview. It's on YouTube like a long time ago and stuff, but like she's so sweet, and I felt bad for her on first class with the pod in the bed going to sleep, and then there's Chris like, oh yeah, so here I am in bed mode, and there's Amy.
I was about to say, I felt so terrible when she was explaining that story. I'm like, poor thing. That sounds like the time I would have on a 15-hour plane
I can see you
ride.
doing that though. I can.
I know. And then you giving shit for it. You, Ryan, and Hudson, man, I swear.
No, I just like seeing them together. And I know in the beginning of this episode, we got a little bit from Lilith of how Andy and her met and stuff. And like, we got an inside scoop of what Andy used to eat when he was kind of broke. So let's go back into bread, shall we? Would you ever? I'm actually tempted to try this just to see like why he eats this or why he did eat it. I don't know if he still eats it. Toast with spray on, I can't believe it's butter on it, and then grapefruit.
I'll admit, never had it. Willing to try it. I'm not saying it's going to be the greatest thing ever. Now, Hudson loves grapefruits, and when he heard that Andy ate that, Hudson instantly was gagging. He's like, nope, no.
Well, this lady, and then Andy's always, and then Andy blames Amy. He's like, well, you used to make it. Amy's like, I never made that for you before. Why are you telling the whole world this and stuff that your own mother told made this for you? Said I made toast and then I put grapefruit next to it. I never said I put it on top of it.
And then Andy's all like, I'm the one touring the world. I get to tell the family stories.
I don't know. That was just like a wholesome moment with the family and everything. So
It's just the inside scoop you get, like, oh, hey, in case y'all didn't know, Andy ate that when he was younger.
I don't like grapefruit. Well, I
Really?
don't know, it has a different taste to it. Like I like drinking grapefruit, but like I haven't eaten it like an orange before, so
You
for a
can
while.
literally just suffocate it in sugar and it
That's
might
what I've
taste
heard. That's what
better.
I've heard. Yeah, that's what I've heard. No, but it was that was like the beginning of the episode. Then we kind of see the guys going to the Wembley arena and stuff, going to their dressing rooms and everything. And Andy gets in there with Chevy, Juliet, and I think Juliet's sister is also there too and stuff. And they're looking at the stage, which is really cool. Although Andy, I don't know if he actually meant it, or was this just being just like sarcasm, jokingly. Oh yeah, the drum stand looks like the drape over there looks like a diaper. Everything looks like
I've always wondered when bands are arriving the day of the show, we all know that they do sound checks and everything, but it's one of those we all didn't know just exactly how much went into setting up and just getting everything organized. So to be able to watch all of that and then, yeah, seeing Andy be like, this looks like that looks like I think it's just amazing how well he handles stressful situations because all of it's happening that night. There's really not much you can do about it beyond just trying to make it work. I feel like it's so much more stressful than we all think it is.
I don't know. It's interesting to see that, and then their dressing rooms, and then we did get a part of Andy going to see Creeper and stuff, and he was talking to Will. So
I can't lie, it was so cool to see Will out of makeup. I've never actually
right,
everything I've
he just
seen him is always with makeup, so I had to do a double take. I was like, wait, is that the same guy? I'm like,
he
he
just
looks so
looks so. It's like
different.
a transformation when he has like that vampire modern day take makeup
Yeah.
on him and stuff, and then without the makeup, bare face. So it's just like whoa.
It's such a huge difference because I mean he's already got like a really cool facial structure as it is, but when he's got the makeup on, it's the way that he does it that he does certain kind of contouring that outlines and accentuates his jawline. But his hair too, like it's always slicked back. I wasn't used to it being all like
No, it was nice just to see that little part of them reuniting and just talking and stuff. So
they couldn't have picked a better band to tour with for that Wembley show. I hope that Creeper and Black Veil Brides tour again.
I would love them to tour again, honestly, because I like Creeper. And I know they're coming actually here to Spokane here as an opening act, I think in March. So
Yeah, same here. I want to see them, but
I
it's
know,
so
I like
hard.
Loki. I just kind of just want to see Creeper, and that's it.
I know. That's why they're the headlining. Yeah, they're the headliners for that tour, right? No.
No,
Yeah.
opening act.
I might just go then and see them and leave.
I know, I'm very tempted because I'm just like, they were pretty good.
I know I can't. There's money needs to just fall into our laps right now.
Well, we can gamble.
Gambling is not fun. The moment I lose money, I'm not having fun anymore.
That or like lottery.
The lottery's rigged.
No, it was really cool to just watch the episode and stuff. And then I'm excited for the other two episodes because obviously that's when, excuse me, the show is going. But it was kind of a short episode, but it was, like you said, we got to see the behind the scenes and stuff. One of them arriving. I know Andy mentioned it to the camera saying like it's a bit stressful because he has to consider what to pack to the arena and stuff, like also for his throat because he mentioned he was talking a lot.
I also liked how in a way where it kind of ends is Andy and Lilith are on stage kind of discussing the whole Lost It All song and how, like where she's going to enter in and everything and how that's going to go. And so like for anyone that I guess doesn't know how much goes into planning a show, they're literally down to the T. I mean, Andy's planning every stage movement, where people are going to come from. So if anyone has the most stress, I feel like it's Andy.
Theater, it is like there's a lot for production. Like I've been in theater shows in high school and stuff, and there's a there's tech rehearsal and stuff, soundtrack, costumes and stuff and everything, and then you gotta like there's a lot, and then and the cues, and because I know they mentioned the cues especially with the fire too and everything, and like the sound and stuff, is it loud enough, do you feel comfortable with this posing here, standing there, entering stage left, stage right, down center, etc. and stuff. So it's theater.
Well, it's like, and can you even imagine, say it's not the Wembley show anymore, say it's just a, like the Black Veil Brides tour that's happening. We've got those 3 other bands that are opening up for them. All of that is going into a day's work since they're doing an actual tour and it's multiple stops. Everything that we're seeing that was happening the day before Wembley, that's all got to happen just a couple hours before your show, but with every band. I can't even imagine how stressful that would be.
And then you have the show itself, and then if there's like tech issues or mistakes or anything else, you got to work with it. Like I remember there were times, especially when I did in my high school, we did the show, the Broadway show, which they made it into a movie, good show. Into the Woods. Have you ever heard of it?
I have not.
The movie's good. The movie has a lot of big stars on it and stuff like Johnny Depp and Anna Kendrick, I think that's her name. And I don't know. There was a lot of good actors and stuff. So basically, it's like all fairy tales merge into one. It's kind of nice. And there was a couple of moments where the sound tech accidentally, I don't know what happened. Maybe it was a system. Wrong song was performed during one solo song and stuff. So it's just like awkward. What do we do? So
gotta
improvise,
prepare
as
for
they
anything
say.
to go wrong.
Yeah, it was a nice, cute little episode. Although the burger thing, I won't get that out of my head now.
I feel like that's like the most memorable thing with that episode, 100%.
We love you guys, but your argument about a burger and a sandwich, and like, I agree. I like saying chicken sandwich. You don't say chicken burger, but it's in a burger bun, so I guess you could say chicken burger, but they actually have chicken burger patties like turkey patties. So we're getting much. We're dwelling into much.
We're gonna rewind and go back to this because yeah, chicken sandwich. I've never heard of a chicken burger. I'm gonna go to places to say, "Can I get a chicken burger?" And just to confuse people,
they're gonna say, "You mean a chicken sandwich?"
No, I meant a chicken burger. You're number 3.
So your chicken sandwich, okay?
Chicken burger.
And they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is talking about? It's a fucking sandwich."
They're gonna be done with my shit.
All right, BVB Army, for today's fan shout out. I don't know why I'm just in this high road of finding artists every now and then, but it goes to another digital artist. I've came across this amazing work on Instagram. I'm sorry if I butcher the name. I'm assuming the T is silent. Susiko? That's what I'm assuming, Susiko. I do apologize if I butcher that, but the artwork I saw is a clip from Certainty from the music video. It's Andy with the glowing eyes and the twins right above it.
Oh, whoa. That's pretty freaking dope. How'd they do that?
I don't know, but it's really cool. So yes, go please check out their program and stuff. They do game art and stuff. They do concept art, storytelling and stuff. She has a couple of artwork herself, not a lot, but it looks like she is getting started. But I love the animation artwork itself. I love also the fact that I don't know if these two characters. Wait, hang on. I'm actually. I don't know. She did like some characters dress up as Deadpool and Wolverine and stuff. So yeah.
That's actually really cute.
But yeah, I would say Suzuko. Again, sorry if I mispronounce it. Fan shout out goes to you. I absolutely just love digital art, honestly, and I love the fact that you did your own take with the Certainty music video and added the two kind of iconic parts together.
That looks freaking epic.
So, fan shout out goes to you. Go please give them a follow and stuff. So, link will be in the description. We know this is kind of a short episode and stuff, but like we said, next week we do have someone coming on. We're super excited to have them on and stuff and talk to them and everything else. So, we're super excited to look forward to that. I know February is going to be ending up here soon. Yes, we're getting back to the fan stories. We got to double check on the form. We are I think I want to say last time I checked, we are coming close to reopening the form again for fans to sign up to share their BVB stories. So we're looking forward to that.
Yay, I'm excited for that. I'm excited to get back into it because I think that's one of the funnest parts about this.
We want more guests to come on and stuff. So I don't know. Actually, I'm actually kind of curious. What guess what you guys, besides like Andy again? I mean, we got lucky with Andy once, so I don't know if we get Andy twice again. But I don't know what guys. I don't know what guests do you guys want to come on. I know we got most of the guys except Jake.
Yeah.
Hi, Jake.
I was about to say, we got to find a way to get Jake on now, and then we can officially say we've had them all.
We had them all. We need to get Jake. I thought Jinx was going to be the challenging one. Apparently, it wasn't.
He was a little challenging at first, but
a little challenging. But honestly, and these are like kind of the guests I personally want to aim for this year. I mean, obviously Andy, but you know, Andy's like a Cloud9, 1 in a million chances right there. But I know we kind of discussed about this over time. Ideally, I know it's a high chance. I know it's going to be a hard one too, or I'm least likely not to. I would love to have Richard Villa on, but you know.
I knew you were going to say that, and I'm right there with you. Richard Villa. We want Lilith to come on too. That's going to be a hard one.
I know. We want Lilith. We've been trying to get Chevy on our show, but like schedules are just not lining up, unfortunately. So yeah, we would love to have you on, Chevy. I would love to dig your brain about makeup, and plus I know you were a fan of Face Off, so I was a fan of Face Off, the TV show, so I would love to talk to you and like get your inside scoop and stuff, because you're basically the same age as we are, so we would love to talk to you about that. So, and
Joshua Schultz.
Super cool. We would love to have him on. Yeah. Honestly, here's a guest who I would like to come on that could be a possibility. Sandra.
Oh my gosh. I think that would be absolutely incredible. I just think if we're going to talk about hard, I think that Sandra might be the hardest. Harder than Jake, harder than Lilith, and maybe harder than Richard Villa.
I don't know. I mean, as for OG fans, we know Sandra. She's somewhat active in her social media, and she does post clips of Knives and Pens, Perfect Weapon, and for BVB Day and stuff. So
we could try.
This
is the goal for this year.
That's the goal. We'll put it out there and hope for the best. And of course, obviously, we need to have some friends come back. I know Radioactive needs to come back to do another face off again. I'm not going to let that go, Ian and Victoria. You got the albums incorrect. How dare you guys?
We still give them for that to this day.
We still do. How about this, Victoria? I know you said Ian cheated and stuff. That technically you should have won. Well, you know, whatever. We'll make it the hardest, and then we'll see who is the ultimate winner of between you two.
We need to let them redeem themselves for that one. All right, BVB Army, that officially wraps up today's episode. Thank you again for tuning in. And once again, you can find us on all streaming platforms. Go ahead and give us a follow on TikTok, Twitter /X, and Instagram. And we will see you next week, BVB Army, with a new episode.